Oh,
Turn your camera on.
turn my camera on. Hold on. Let me hit that button. 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 I turned it back on. Um,
Yep.
there you
There we
go.
go.
There he is. There he is.
Hey, do not
There's
disturb
my
on. Buddy.
boy. Big Jake.
Do not disturb, brother.
Um, good idea. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me make sure. Let me go here. Do not disturb. All right. I'm good. I'm good. All right. All right. So, well, welcome everybody to BJ's Retro Rewind video podcast for our Wednesday show. My name is Barry, and with me always my hetero life mate, Mr. Jake. How you doing, Jake?
I'm good. I'm good. Actually, I'm really good, man.
Are you? Are
No,
you?
I'm just fucking lying. Shh.
You
Hey,
had me.
Barry,
You had me.
I want
Aha!
my $2 baby. Bang!
Yeah.
I see it in
Oh,
the
that's
background. Yeah,
you see it in the background. Yeah.
yeah, and I got it here. Steel box.
I found this one.
What's that?
Better off dead.
Find that at.
Walmart.
Really?
$5. $5. Yep. Not the steel box. Not I don't get the cool one like you got.
This is the one
They
I
had
got.
that one. They had that one too for $5 on regular D. I almost bought it. I almost bought it.
Man,
So
classic, man. It's a good movie.
classic.
You know what holy shit.
You know what gets
You know
me
Ian
though?
McDermott's in that? The guy played the Emperor.
Huh. I didn't know that.
I'm sitting there watching this guy, and he's the priest. He's yelling at the dragon, and I was like, "This fucking Ian McDermott, man, that's so cool."
You know what gets me though
Obviously,
about that
well
movie?
before I would have known him, or we would have known him as that guy. But yeah, what
Um,
gets you about that movie?
what gets me about that movie is McNichol, who plays the hero of our story.
The
And then you
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
you fast forward to Ghostbusters 2, and he plays a Weasley
Ah,
little shit that is so
no,
funny. Nope,
Vigo,
nope, nope, no, it's not.
no, don't. Vigo is very
Yeah,
important. Don't
yeah,
do it.
hey, it's not
Oh,
Vigo's Blue Boy.
I am drippings with goo. It's my
Yeah,
favorite line. Oh, I am drippings with goo.
so I love that guy.
And then he just faded off, faded away like so
So
many
versatile,
others.
so
Yeah,
versatile. So
that was
how's your vacation going,
a
buddy?
staycation, my mental
Staycation?
health time. Yeah, it's going all
Yes.
right. It's
Going
flying
good.
by, of course.
Oh, of course.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Goes
And I was
by
like, I'm gonna add all
too
these, delusions
fast.
of grandeurs. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna rearrange that. I'm gonna do. Nothing's gotten done. I'm just like, other than I've been getting up and taking walks, getting some
Good.
exercise, if you will, getting
Proud
out,
of you.
getting the fresh air,
Proud
getting
of
a
you.
little sun.
You're
Oh,
sticking with it.
doesn't even show. Yeah.
Proud of you. So
Yeah. Yeah. Meatloaf.
ooh,
Anyway,
the meatloaf.
we
I
won
just
it.
bought some sparkling water. I guess I didn't pay attention to the flavor. I thought it was blueberry, but it's fucking like lemonade.
It wouldn't
Oh,
matter, man.
Jesus.
I tried and tried, man. I don't
You're
know
not a fan.
how.
You're not
I
a fan. That's
can't.
okay.
And I
That's
want
okay.
because it seems like it's the best of both worlds. It's like soda, but it's better for you. But I'm just like, it's that fucking, I don't know, it's just the taste of it. I
Kind of
tried.
like
I was like, oh, Kevin Smith is
Paul
drinking
Rudd.
those.
I
What
really
is that?
want to like him, but just
I
kidding.
love Paul Rudd. What are you kidding me?
I know.
Look at this. Look at this. Who thought we'd be here? Not
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Anyway.
The man that never
Um,
ages, Paul Rudd.
Shit. Well, you know what they say about everybody? They say Tom Cruise. Oh my God, Tom Cruise never ages. Pull a picture up of
Yeah,
Tom Cruise from all the
all
right
the right
moves, and take a
moves.
picture of him right now. Bullshit. He doesn't look old. He
Yeah,
doesn't look as old as he probably could look, because he takes care of himself. But he does not look like he hasn't aged. And Paul
Yeah.
Rudd too. Go back and pull
Yeah.
up. What was that one?
Clueless.
The one with the clue. Thank you. Yeah, that's the first thing. You look at that picture. You look at him now. Yeah, it's he shouldn't probably. He probably should look older than, or some. But he takes care of
Yeah.
himself. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good skincare.
Good
I don't
genes.
fucking know. Good
Good
food.
genes.
Yeah,
I
good
don't know.
genes. That too. You never know.
So what I
Same
found
thing for
also.
fucking what's his name? Sam Elliott. Man never ages. No, his
Yeah.
voice
Yeah.
doesn't change, but if you look at
Yeah.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him in Mask and look at him now. He's
Yeah.
he's aged. It's just
Yeah.
facts.
It
We all
happens.
age. What else did you find? Yeah, we gotta
I
start
went
talking
to
about important shit.
yeah. My important shit was I went to
Yeah.
the thrift store, of course,
Thrift store.
and I found Pritzi's Honor, very good
Cool.
condition. I found the first season of the Muppet Show
Nice.
for
Nice.
$2.
$2.
$2. I found
Fucking $2.
Old Blue Eyes on record for 99 cents.
My boy from Jersey.
Yeah.
Frankie
And
Sinatra.
this is my favorite one. Jimmy Swaggart,
What?
99 cents.
Why?
Jimmy Swaggart. Looking for a city.
Just
If anybody knows who Jimmy Swaggart is, you'll appreciate that album.
I have
And
I have sinned
I have sinned. And this one was great.
against you.
It's the 1980s
Fire.
Countdown to Armageddon by Hal Lindsey. I listened to the first 10 minutes of it. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Hal Lindsey's a preacher. He was one of those doom and gloom preachers that was, oh, the satanic panic, and you can't watch Masters of the Universe because it'll corrupt your kids. The 1980s is going to be full of hell and brimstone. Oh, also at Walmart, I was going down the toy aisle, and now this is a kicker. This is a kicker. They had the collector's edition bicycle Star Wars cards. I got a pack of that. They were on clearance for $3. Got
Clarence?
those.
Holy shit.
Clearance. And they had the Back to the Future cards.
So
that
just
supposedly
playing cards?
Playing bicycle cards.
Okay.
Back to the Future. And apparently they were priced at like $6. I was like, you know what? I saw these. Somebody was posting it on Facebook, and I was like, those look dope as shit. I'm going to get me some if I ever find them. Found them, $6. Went to the register, rang them up, $12. Kept the receipt because I was like, you know what? I'm going to take these fuckers back for $12. My wife looks them up. Amazon, $30. I was like, well,
You're like,
I'll
nope.
keep them. Yeah, I'm going to keep them.
I'm not. Yeah,
I'll eat the couple of extra bucks. So, all right. So back to your vacation. You got a bunch of projects that just fell through. That's what happens.
Yeah,
with
I guess
me.
you can fall through. Lazy.
Yeah, that's what happens with me all the time.
It's my ADHD, man. It's like I got ambitions. I know things need to get done, but I just never have the fucking energy. Then my dad's been like dropping by. Oh, you're on vacation? Can I come over? Can I come over? Can I come over and hang out? And I was like, yeah. I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah.
Fuck that. He's giving us. He just got his cousin and his cousin's wife, who have some money apparently. When he was out about 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because it was like this past weekend. Convinced him to get a brand new washer and dryer.
Okay.
Because he's got a washer and dryer that came with the trailer he bought, and are they work. I mean, except for I forget which one. I'm pretty sure it's the washing machine. It gets to a certain point, and it stops the little timer thing, and you got to push it in and click it once to go ahead just a second, and then pop it, and then it finishes washing the clothes. He says that according to a repair guy, it would cost like $200 to fix it because he'd have to replace the whole board, the whole switchboard, everything, all the the things that you set how long it washes for and all that shit. So he's like, fuck it, for like $200, or I could just go, boom, click, boom. But you got to remember, you can walk away, but you got to remember to go back and check it and do a little push in, click it.
Yeah.
So it goes ahead 1 more second, pull it out, and it goes. So, he's getting a new washer and dryer after he's had those for like, I don't know. I mean, he got them with the house. So whoever lived there had them. So who knows if they had them for 10 years and he's had them for like 10 years. So I don't fucking know.
Damn.
They're old as
He
shit.
got his money's worth.
Well, he's gotten them repaired a couple of times. Repair people will come out and clean things out and everything like that. So of course, he's
Clean the
getting
pipes.
brand new high tech. He went and his cousin, convinced him to buy a brand new washer and dryer, which case was hilarious because he tells me, I'm going to buy I bought the washer and dryer. And then I came home and looked at my washer and dryer and they said industrial heavy duty. I'm like, those things are just washers. If they have them listed on there, it's just to be all fancy. I said, those things ain't no industrial for 30 years ago. Not now. No way. And he goes, and they're not even so I realized that the ones I picked out were smaller than these. I said, oh, no. So I drove back and I said, I gotta put a cancel on that order. And I don't want those small ones, man. I was like, it's just you. The fuck do you need like
God,
something like I would for three people? Nothing. Not nearly as much as me and my 3 kids do.
Yeah.
My 2 kids that live with me. Yeah. The brood, yeah. But long story short, he got him. Of course, there's a story, they delivered it. The guys didn't want I'm not getting that bullshit. That's not my problem. But so now we're gonna get those because we don't have a washer and dryer. We have to go to the laundromat, which is a pain in the ass because that shit's just annoying.
So your dad gave you the
hang
old
out with
set.
all the fucking not yet. They're sitting on his back porch at his house. He hasn't gotten his truck back. He gets his truck back, because he got two accidents over the last 4 months. One where he hit somebody, and then one where somebody hit him. So they had to replace the entire truck bed, truck bed of this King Ranch. Truck.
Yeah.
They're like, this is about $10,000 to fix this, but the insurance company's like, well, it's not, you can't scrap it. The truck's worth $60,000 or some bullshit.
Yeah.
I was like,
they're
he's
expensive.
like, they keep dicking him over. I was like, he's like, so when he gets his truck back and we can get some people to help, plus I got to clean the fucking, I got a whole bunch of my shit downstairs, plus a whole bunch of things. Again, things you need to do, Jacob. Things that need to get done.
Every time I would take like a 3-day, like last time, I think I took, what was it? I took 4 days off and I had all of these plans. I was like, I'm going to get out in the yard. I'm going to weed eat my wife's rock garden. I'm going to trim up the house. I'm going to clean the garage. I'm going to rearrange my nerd room. I'm going to do this. 4 days. Sat on my ass and watch TV. Yeah.
What is wrong with us? We are the slackers.
We are the slackers. And then every once in a while, I'll get I'll come home from work, and I'll come home from work, and I'll be tired. It'll be just a shit day, and I'll just like, fuck it. I'll get out there and mow the grass. Finally got my lawnmower somewhat fixed and got most of the yard done. I got the front yard done. Got about 60% of the backyard because there's still these, I don't know what they are. They're like fucking trees growing. I got to pull up. It's like Vietnam back there. So keep waiting for somebody to yell, Charlie's in the wire.
In 1967, a band of elite if you can find them, and if they can find, you can hire the A team.
And if you can't afford them, you can hire the B team.
Yeah, somebody should do that as a show.
Oh, so real quick. I know.
Yes.
Hey, I know my sister's watching. Hey, Miley, I know you're watching because you follow us. I'm gonna do this. There it goes. I know you hate that. She hates when I put my glasses up there.
Jesus, is this the one we had the podcast with on Sunday?
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she thought you were funny as fuck.
Did she really? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Hey. I think that I only listened. I listened to it. It sounded pretty good. I didn't finish it, but I listened to
the audio. I went through it that night.
She sounded fantastic. So She
Yeah,
sounded
it was a
great.
lot better than the other one. She could, and I'm going to tell her if she ever
It
comes
was
back on the
better
show.
listening to it that it was
Yeah,
actually recorded because it was hard a little bit for me,
a
maybe
little
not for
hard
you.
to
I
hear.
don't know. It
Yep,
was a little
no,
hard for me here,
it was
but
for me
on the
too.
recording, it was
We
like
could hear it.
she
Yeah,
wasn't. She was just a shade off from us, but it was just
yeah.
perfect. So
So I'm
that
going to
was
tell
primo.
her. I'm going to tell her, hey, Molly, I know you're watching. Go to Five Below and buy a $5 microphone
Jesus.
to
She's
hook
like,
up to your
maybe I'm not
phone.
making. She's not.
You
I'm
ever
not
want
trying
to
to be
get
a
back on
career.
our show? Go get a
Jeez.
microphone.
Listen to
So,
him telling her
I'm
sister what to do.
I'm not going to put
She's
up with
only a
your
month
shit.
younger than you. No, I'm kidding. I don't
Yeah,
know how old.
and
She's 1 year, 2 years.
no, we're 15 months apart. So
Jesus. Mom
yeah,
was fertile, eh?
yeah. Well, we have two different. We have the same dad, different moms.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
That's where it goes. Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
So
I
my
don't know.
dad,
I've never delved into your whole
yeah,
tree. So I don't
my
know.
dad, my dad was married to my sister's mom, and he went to a bar
So
one night, met my mom, knocked her up, and then
Jesus Christ.
two
Yeah, did
months
you ever
later,
ask him about that? What happened? Why they didn't it didn't never click? Was it just like was it like a one night thing?
yeah, he was like,
It
hey, it was it was the
was the
70s,
'60s, man. No, it's the
it was the
'70s,
70s.
man. You know.
It was all free love. Everybody was just trying to have a good time. So no, I never held that against. I never held that against Dad. I mean, we've all I'm no saint. So Lord knows you're
No,
not.
but I mean, you got like the lay down. Who
No,
me?
no, it's just I guess
Yeah, I'm no fucking
uh
saint. Never
I
claimed to be.
guess I mean my dad had problems. You know, he was he had an addiction, and as
Don't
some
we
of
all?
us do, you know, I like to
There's always
dabble
something
with
out there.
just a little bit of crystal meth every day,
Black
but not
magic,
just a
black
little. Yeah.
magic.
Yeah, witchcraft, crystal meth, yeah, whatever.
Anything to make mom mad.
Yeah. No, but
She sent me a
I guess
birthday.
him and my sister's mom just they drifted apart, I guess, and he met my mom, and my mom liked to party, and uh here we are. So,
Here we
but
are.
which is
How
weird to
many
think because
siblings do you
we
have
were
on your mother on your from your mom?
from my mom, I have six, and I am the
Jesus. So
youngest.
you're
The
seven.
youngest.
So you're
I'm
seven.
number seven. On my
But
dad's
there's six
side,
others.
yes, there's six others. I'm the baby. On my dad's side, there's three of us, and I'm the oldest.
But but okay. So you lost the whole thing with your dad for years, but you and your sister
Uh-huh.
Miley
Yeah.
have been in contact for. She didn't know where your dad was this whole time since you were
Yeah, she
growing
didn't
up, or
she didn't. No, she
she
lost
never.
dad left when she was like 5. And that's about the time that he quit hanging around because I had only seen him a handful of times when I was a kid. And around 5 is the last time I saw him. And then I reconnected with my sister uh 4 years ago. My wife uh found her on Facebook, and we connected.
Nice.
And then we reconnected. Again, my wife found my dad on Facebook a little over
Thank goodness.
2 years ago, I'm guessing. And then so we got big family reunion, got to finally meet him, all that other stuff. He came,
Hash things out. Go over the
yeah, he came and
past.
lived
What the
with
fuck
me for a
happened? Where
little
the hell did
bit.
you go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I asked him that. I said, why, why? He goes, man, I was trying to get you. I was trying to get custody of you, but you know, your
Father was just floating.
mom up and left, and no forwarding
Vanished.
address,
And
and it just didn't work out.
he didn't.
And
Did he know about you getting adopted and all that? Isn't that what happened?
uh, no,
Or
he
no?
didn't know
No.
that. I guess he was trying to adopt me, but the woman that he ended up with kind of was like pushing for like, hey, we can't afford a kid right now. Let's just let
Is
him.
that the one who he was with up until the end here,
Yeah,
or so, was that
yeah,
a different
yeah,
woman?
yeah.
Okay.
No, same woman.
Okay.
And
But she's
like I
cool. You
said,
still in contact with her or not?
no,
Not
no,
really.
we she didn't care for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and she didn't care
Fair
for
enough.
Miley either. Um,
Wow.
And then
Jesus.
she has my dad had another son,
With her?
who's my brother. His name's Buddy, and he raised him. And then we got to meet him. And then I have a half brother, or not even half, a step brother from his wife.
Wife
Yeah, and he
who
raised
doesn't like
him.
you.
Well, I wouldn't
Okay.
say they don't like me. We just were not. Once Dad passed away, we just kind of quit talking.
Eh,
So, it
Hey, if
happens.
you ain't got nothing to talk about, you got nothing to talk about. We all got lives
Yeah,
to live, so it is what it is.
yeah. But my dad was
It's no
like,
loss to them.
he told me, he was like, it's probably a good thing that I didn't raise you. I think you
He
probably
said,
may
I was
have
going
not
through some
turned out.
shit.
Yeah, I was going through some shit, but you turned out great. You got a great family, you
Yeah,
got a great career, you got a great life. You and Miley both are just, smart and
killing it. Yeah, fucking
killing it,
killing
boy. He was so proud
it.
of us, and I think that's why the other woman was kind of like, well, what about
What
what
about your
about
own
this one?
kids, you son of a
Well,
bitch?
when he gets out of
Ah,
jail for the 15th time, we'll talk. But
no.
I'm
Well,
just
there
fucking
you
around. It was only 14
go.
times.
She said she was legal
Yeah.
in another country, you
En-
dipshit.
Enough about me and my family tree. Oh,
She
you
said,
know, I
what? Tell me about your family tree. I said, it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
stump. Okay. So
yeah,
anyway,
yeah. It's down to the stump.
it's a stump.
Um,
It grows in the ground, not up.
yeah. I watched Man of Steel yesterday.
Cool.
Uh
Good movie. I ain't seen it
I
in a
haven't
minute.
seen in a very long time, apparently, because there was parts
Uh-huh.
that I do not remember.
He's like, that happened?
Um, yeah.
The director's cut. No,
I don't know if
could
it
have
was the
been.
director's cut or not, but it there was parts of the movie. I think Henry Cavill, is that how you do his name? Cavill?
Yep.
Henry Cavill?
Cavill.
Okay.
Henry Cavill.
I think he did a phenomenal portrayal of Superman. It's
For
just
that movie. Yeah.
the ending was like, do you have to destroy so many fucking buildings? Enough
Hey,
with the
man, that's not up
throwing
to
people
Cavill.
through the shit. I mean, it was like you're throwing this guy through this building. And all the entire time I'm watching it, I'm like, there's a lot of fucking collateral damage here. You're supposed to
That's what
be
they said
saving
about it.
people and you're killing people left and
Fucking
right here.
buildings over.
But
Well,
out
the guy was
for
trying to
the
bring up the fact that Zack Snyder was trying to bring up the fact that if you had superhuman beings, they wouldn't be delicate about everything. Even though Superman didn't want to kill anybody. Those other motherfuckers, the other Kryptonians, didn't give a shit. They wanted to take the planet over. They didn't give a fuck about mankind. They
yeah.
were more than happy to kill the shit out of everything.
Did you
You know,
catch the Jesus reference in the movie? Because Superman's patterned after Jesus, even
sure.
though it was
It
written
was
written by two
written by two
Jewish guys.
Jews. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, we
But
better
did you
not get
catch
ourselves in trouble with these
yeah,
Christians. So let's write it
yeah,
as Jesus.
yeah, let's
He's
pad it up a
Space
little bit.
Jesus.
Space
Space
Jesus.
Jesus.
I love Space Jesus. No, the Jesus reference, because it's pretty if unless you're just absolutely just really fucking thick, it's pretty blatant of that it's
Because he
got the Jesus
disappears.
complex. Yeah, the Jesus
Because he goes
complex throughout the
away
movie.
and
And
disappears
then
for 10 years and shit like
when
that
they're
and comes
talking
back.
to him and they're like, yeah, he's 33 years old. And I'm like, oh, Jesus reference right there. So, and then,
He'd be
so
about
this morning,
33.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was 33. So, um, on the way to work this morning, I had
That's a
downloaded
steal.
the Man of Steel soundtrack. Thought that was the best part of
Yeah,
the
it
movie.
says Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer,
He's a
phenomenal
great. He
soundtrack.
does a lot of. He does a lot of good music. He does the music. I listen to. He did Dune, the most recent Dune. He's just really good
Did he do
stuff.
that one? I don't remember.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
oh, okay,
That new Dune
cool.
movie, the new
Yeah.
one, not
Well,
the old,
I like
old
it. I like the new
Toto.
one.
The new one, I like the old one too. It was done by the band Toto, who did rock, did Rosanna, and of course the
Yeah.
classic
Yeah.
Africa,
Africa,
and a couple
Reigns
other
of
good ones.
Africa.
But I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, they did the soundtrack. But yeah, Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack for Dune, and is doing the soundtrack for Dune Part Two.
Yeah.
And many others. He does a lot of soundtracks. Some of his stuff is kind of similar too.
The
Not
other
as bad
one,
as that one guy from the '80s, though.
who was that?
The one we were talking about. I don't remember his name, but the one where
Oh,
like,
oh,
if you
yeah,
listen to that one sound, you can listen to Star Trek. If you listen to
yeah,
Battle Beyond the
yeah.
Stars, you listen to this other one, you listen to Space Pirates. You're like, that fucking guy, it's selling the song to everybody. They're not even listening. Like, I don't need to proofread it. He seems legit. He just changed a few chords.
I watched another movie on my day off, and the soundtrack to it, I was like, "That's on something
It's
else,"
that
and I can't.
fucking
I
guy.
Yeah, that fucking guy. I was watching Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and the
I
soundtrack,
swear.
the score, it was on. I think it's on Stars.
Oh fuck, I
Um,
don't have stars.
okay.
I
But I
could
was
probably
listening to
get it.
the score, and I was like, "Dude, this is on another fucking movie. I can't put my finger on it." And
You
then as
figure
I
it
was
out.
watching it, I still can't figure it out, but I'm sure I'll run across the movie sooner or later. But as I was watching it, and he gets to the part where the end where he finds the kids and yada yada, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is kind of a Australian take on where people will shoot an American movie where they take the Native American culture and apply it to a
Mhm.
white person. And I was like, they
Okay.
did the same thing. They took the Aborigine heritage and applied it to the white people with their clothing and their
The white kids.
hairstyles. Yeah, and I was like, they're white Aboriginals, uh, and I was like, man, I wonder if that pissed them off in Australia.
I can't really rightly sit there and go, "We took your land." They didn't take their land; they just got dumped there and took
Yeah,
over. But because it was a fucking penal colony, but which is hilarious.
well, the Aborigines
I
don't
never.
get treated with equal.
I mean, I'm not
Uh,
sure they're not happy about
yeah,
it. I mean,
yeah.
white people dump more white people here and they were prisoners, but they turned us. Well, I don't know. They didn't really enslave the Aborigines, did they? See, I don't know anything about that culture, man. So I could be sitting here
Um,
sounding like a complete ass. I didn't. They didn't come here. Well, neither did we. We did. We I fucking don't want to group myself with everybody, but I am white, partially. But I don't. I mean, did they? The white people didn't necessarily. I mean, I guess some American Indians might have been slave, but they didn't slave. They just took the land and didn't they just forced them to go wherever they wanted,
no,
right? I mean,
are
that's
you talking about American history?
yeah, in American history,
Okay,
they didn't
all
enslave
right. So yeah,
the
they
Native
did.
Americans. They just tried to
No,
either
they actually did.
kill them off
They tried
or
to
change
they
their
tried to
culture, all
well, they
that
tried
shit.
to turn them into slaves, and the Native Americans or Indians, we as a group said, you know what, fuck you, and committed suicide.
Just die.
They're like, we
Oh,
won't be
wow.
slaves. So they decided to kill themselves. But then, of course, there was 33 million Native Americans that died from genocide. So that's when they went and they said, let's go over here and we'll get this group of people and bring them back. We can turn them into slaves. And that's where they got the African Americans and made them slaves. So because the Indians were killing themselves, they said, we'd rather kill ourselves than be slaves. So that's where that came
Smart.
from. Yeah. So I would. I'm sorry. I'd pop myself before I was.
I'd take some motherfuckers with me.
Yeah.
I'd be strapping a
Yeah.
bomb to my chest to be like, yeah,
Fuck you.
fuck
Fuck
you.
you. Fuck you.
In the immortal
You're
words of my
cool.
one of my favorite yeah, one of my favorite lines from the movie The Thing. Yeah, fuck you too. That was a great line.
Yeah.
He throws a
Yeah.
fucking stick of dynamite at the alien
Yeah.
like it said something to him. He's so great.
You've
Um,
always been an asshole, Corman. I love
holy
that part.
shit. Which
Oh,
one's that?
from Aliens, remember?
Oh,
When they're in the.
aliens. Talking,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a different movie.
Oh, with the okay. With the
When they
grenade.
grabbed the.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
It had to get that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just took a minute. Just took a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw it
That's an
going. I
obscure.
see it.
That's an obscure reference. So I'm like, that's not one I would go. Oh
I saw the. I saw the pause button in the eyeballs there for a second. Like, huh?
yeah. Who was called
Uh,
Corman in The Thing? Nobody.
yeah, that's funny.
McCready.
I forgot we were talking. Me and my old lady were talking, and we were talking about Return of the Jedi. And
We were talking
it-
about returning the slaves.
yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah, no,
I don't know
yeah,
where that
no,
was
no, not
going.
that.
What?
Whoa, hello. Uh,
What
and the
slaves?
part in Jedi when and it's kind of dark when you think about it, but in Jedi when Luke uh
Oh,
goes to the Death Star and fucks up Vader, right? And then he's
Okay.
dragging his ass onto the shuttle, and you got all chaos and hell's breaking loose in the background, and you're hearing blaster fire going off, and there's no rebels on the Death Star. And my
He's
wife was
starting
like,
to
"Yeah."
shoot each
She
other.
was like, "There's like they were shooting each other to try to because there wasn't enough spots on the other rescue shuttles, or they were killing themselves because they knew what was coming." And I was like, "That's
Oh
some
yeah.
dark shit, man. God."
All those union workers.
Yeah, stormtroopers just popping each other
I
off left and right. So
think a
I'm not going
stormtrooper
down
knows
with
how
the
to
ship.
install a think a stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet main? No, they were fucking contractors on that Death Star, and they died. Innocent contractors for a war they weren't even involved in. Thanks, Kevin.
The contractor doesn't think with his wallet. He thinks with his heart.
Babyface Gambino, the
Yeah,
gangster?
baby, the
The
gangster,
same one.
the same one.
Jesus. Only in Jersey.
Only in Jersey. So Sunday we're gonna do wrestling. We're gonna talk about wrestling. WWF,
brother. WWF.
Before WWE, it was WWF.
Yeah. World Wrestling Federation. And it was for years until the World Wildlife Fund was like, no, we have the copyright to that name. Why the fuck did you let it go for like 10, 15 years? Yeah, they got sued by the World Wildlife Fund because they apparently copyrighted that moniker for, but it's like it took them 15 years to finally go, oh wait, what? No, we're WWF. They're like, oh, they're using that. Oh, fuck that. We're suing them. So they fucking had to change it. That's why they became WWE.
Somebody
World
was sleeping on
Wrestling
the job.
Entertainment. Yeah, right. How many years did it take them to do that? Long time.
You didn't think somebody like one night that worked for the wildlife people were like watching TV one night? What the fuck?
Like, did they kill a chicken? The fuck happened?
When did Andre the Giant start working for us?
Yeah. He's wrestling a koala bear. What the hell?
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is this?
He's got the tiger on the ropes.
He's definitely got the eye of the tiger.
He's got the eye of the tiger ripped out of his skull. So yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the show this weekend about that because I haven't really talked about wrestling, God, in a long time. I don't follow it anymore. I quit. I know you were a big fan. I know you were.
Yeah, I still catch things here and there and stuff like that.
You would talk about wrestling and stuff at work sometimes, and I'd be like, I don't know.
Man. Yeah, fuck, beyond me, man. Oh man, big time back in. Or I remember in 94, 95. I don't know why, but I fucking stumbled across. I don't know why it was on like Sun. I think it was like between Saturday night and Sunday night at like 1 or 2 in the morning. Ironically, on the Madison Square Garden network, which was a thing for a while. I don't know. It's gone since then. I don't know why. It was probably just a New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, whatever thing they had in Madison. It was a sports thing, so they had sports on there. So thing that was going on with Madison Square Garden. But ironically, WWE, which worked with them a lot, but didn't really, have it. They weren't owned or anything with them. There was a little program on that was just fucking insane, and I fell so in love with it, man, because it was dirty. It was just the alternative to the fucking cookie cutter bullshit that was going on.
Yeah.
In before the big wrestling war between WWE and WCW, which ironically I feel like because of this little company that I started watching, kind of like got word and it kind of hit other things, and then the bigger companies started stealing some of the shit, including some of the talent eventually. Little thing called ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. Oh my God.
I remember that.
Fucking 15 tables, barbed wire matches. The crowd would bring fucking pans, fucking cookie cutters. They'd hand it to the wrestlers and they'd fucking do the guy in the head with it. It was so fucking ridiculous. But lots of cool talent. like some of the talent came out of other places and then went there, just fucking defined themselves, like Stone Cold. He went from WCW, got fired from WCW, went there and started just fucking started turning into that Stone Cold character. He even did a fucking bit that was hilarious when the guy was backstage doing an interview and he's in the background. He's got a blonde wig on, a Hulkamania shirt, and he's like, let me tell you, he's mocking Hulk Hogan. It was fucking hilarious, man. Mick Foley, man. He was on there. Man, someone like Eddie Guerrero, Mankind, but he was, back then he was just Mick Foley's bang bang, crazy guy. But just a lot of cool shit, a lot of good talent was there, and just crazy matches, names and shit like that. The chicks would constantly fucking always be wearing skimpy outfits and getting into knockdown, drag out fights, and the fucking announcer guy would always go, "Jet fight, jet fight, jet fight."
I don't talk about it too much. You're giving away too much of the gold that's going to be coming on Sunday. So.
No, man. The way I see it is, I'm starting to believe that we need to just this should be just another extension of the other thing, because to call it retro and all we do is just yap about our bullshit lives. No offense, I think we could still do that, but I think we still have to get on. I think we're not on brand if we're going to call this retro rewind. We kind of need to influence it too by talking about stuff too. Maybe not so formatted. Like, okay, this weekend we're doing wrestling, but this show we could do anything. Like we were showing off our little DVDs, like our fucking Preciouses.
Yeah,
you showing off your little Precious,
whipping out our Preciouses, measuring them.
I just made some fucking Hobbit puke. Where do we clean up fat? And then Frodo bricks in Sam's mouth. Fucking bricks. He gives him that so sexy look at him.
Yeah.
He's not gay. He's a hobbit.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Shit's
Jesus.
hilarious. He tore that shit up.
Man.
I was like, did you not like that, Kevin? You're not a fan? You really kind of gave it to that guy.
I love that part in the movie when
that's how it should end.
When Dante's going, when he's fucking just laying it on, he was like, there's only one trilogy, and it's not of the
Return King. It's not of the King. It's of the Jedi.
It's of the Jedi, and he's going off. I'm just tearing that guy a new asshole, and the customer sitting over there with his daughter. He's like, "Fuck yeah!" I was like, "That's the funniest part, man." Oh shit!
Yeah, no, because he goes. That movie, all they fucking did was walk. It was so bad. Even the fucking trees walked. And the two guys, like, the dude's like, fucking A. That was great. Yeah. Now the daughter part happened later on when like the kid's like, when he was giving shit to when Randall was giving shit to Elias, the Christian kid,
and he's Dante's like, in the bathroom.
No, he's like, Mr. Dante, and he opens the door, he goes, leave him alone. He's in a shitter, and then the guy's like, don't look at his wee-wee.
Yeah.
That's the producer, too. That was, what's his name? The guy who produced them. The Smith movies back in the day.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Don't look at his wee-wee.
Good times. So, I understand what you're talking about. The whole
trees moved.
Retro stuff. I mean, we talk about retro stuff on here, so
shit, yeah.
It's too late to change the fucking name now, man.
Too late. Yeah.
I got the fucking t-shirts printed up and everything. God damn it.
No, but I think we just got to get a little bit more on brand, kind of. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'll follow your lead on it. You lead, I'll follow.
I've been watching. Just again, some stuff started popping up, and I was like, "Really, you really want to get this YouTube thing going? You really kind of got to find your groove, fuck up, man. It's like, you're not going to be perfect, whatever. And, don't expect that. He goes, if your first video, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get any views. And I was like, I think we did all right because we actually started out with the podcast and we just pulled people over. If we went into YouTube, maybe not. Maybe we wouldn't have. But I'm starting to like, well, what about people that just stumble in here? Like, if they don't know anything about the podcast and they hear retro and rewind, they start thinking, oh, well, these guys are cool. Then he's like, yeah, my fucking my ass is itching and I got back problems and I got fucking hair growing in places like my nutsack and my fucking bitches and oh god, my job sucks. I'm like, what the fuck? What does that have to do with retro and rewind? Oh, fucking
Guys
heathen.
showing off fucking Jimmy
Stealing
Swaggart albums. What kind of shit is this? Yeah.
Jimmy Swaggart. Look it up,
Jimmy,
kids.
the real
Fucking
Swaggart.
Woo! Ric Flair's got an energy drink coming out. Guess what it's called?
Woo!
You damn right.
Dude,
Because
do you remember when I worked at the theater?
remember the time.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but when you said that, and I will forget if I don't say it now.
Do it.
But
Say it.
when I worked at the movie theater years ago, when me and Dana were there, and I went to Walmart one night, and it was late at night. It was like 2:00 in the morning or something. It was like I think I just got off work because we closed at like it was like 1 a.m. And I would go over there, and that was like the best time because there was like nobody in there. And I went back to the deli part. I remember where they
Back to the day.
where they had the the pre-made sub sandwiches and stuff in the little the cold section, and they had energy drinks back there. Oh, okay. And the energy drink was Steven Seagal energy drink. And I was like, holy shit, I would kill to have those fucking energy drinks again. And
really? Were they that good?
No, they were horrible. They were horrible. I bought one
as a collector, you mean? Like
yeah, just to have the can,
man. Yeah.
I wish I had the can still, but I bought the blueberry flavored one for Dana. And I took it to work the next day and I said, hey man, I got you something. And he was like, oh, and I gave it to him as it's a joke. And he was like, oh shit, really? This is awesome. And he fucking cracks the bitch open, starts chugging, and I was like, what's it taste like? And he was like, if you could imagine week-old blueberries crushed up in a dirty ashtray. That's exactly what it tastes like. And he had two flavors. He had blueberry and he had strawberry, I think. And I wish I had gone back.
That's why they were back.
Yeah. And they were 50 cents, man. It was like 50 cents. And I was like, I can't pass up a 50-cent Steven Seagal energy drink.
Steven Seagal.
And on the can, it was like, do you want to kick ass? Then you'll need this drink. So.
Oh my God. And now we know Steven Seagal is this big complete.
You got your tablet? You got your tablet in front of you? I don't have my laptop in here. Look it up. Look up Steven Seagal energy drink.
I will.
It's funny as fuck. It's fun because they right after that one, I found the Shaq energy drink.
Oh my God! Everybody's talking about that.
Yeah. Don't start that yawning.
Are you fucking kidding me over there? Fuck you!
God damn it!
I yawn all fucking day, bro. All day, all night. I fucking yawn. It's not even a fuck. It's not even
a thing.
It's not a thing.
Just a thing.
It's my life. I don't care. I can look at I gotta go, oh wow, I got 7 hours of sleep, man. Sweet. Doesn't matter. Fucking midday.
Yeah.
I'll fucking I'm like, thanks. Yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, it's
my fucking back is killing me every goddamn morning. And I'm like, well, I thought maybe it was because I was drinking. I bought some stuff because I saw this guy and I bought this thing that was like a hydration powder thing.
Yeah.
It was like putting 2 scoops in a whole gallon jug of water, which didn't really 2 scoops. I was like, I need like 8 scoops of this shit, but it was like a 30-day supply. And I'm like, well, I'm already cutting it in half at $27. So I'm like, well, I tried a different flavor. And anyway, I was like, maybe I'm fucking getting too much hydration. It's fucking with my kidneys or something. But I'm not doing that shit no more. My lower back still hurts in the morning. Not always right when I get up too. Sometimes when I get up, I'm like, oh, today's going to be a good day. And then today, like, nope. Just as I'm walking out the door going, I'm going to be out walking for the next, 55 minutes. And my back already is like, are you crazy? Get the fuck back in bed.
Yeah.
But if I lay in bed, it just hurts too. I'm like, oh shit. I take 3 aspirin and I'm still like,
oh man,
1 hour there and back and nothing. Doesn't do
you
shit.
got to go. You got to get rid of the aspirin. Take the aspirin for the heart. You got to bump that shit up to your ibuprofen, like 500 milligram shit. That's what I'm up to.
You got to get that You got to
The
bump
pill.
those are rookie
Rookie
pills.
numbers.
You got to bump
Yeah.
that shit up.
I take 6 500 milligram things of ibuprofen. They're
Jesus.
about that big. And you don't want to know where they go.
I shove them right up my head.
Yep.
Remember that fucking joke? I remember one time I got something and I did not know, and I didn't ingest it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was like,
It's okay.
but I didn't know. Nobody said
it's a
they
safe
gave
place.
it to me. And I just opened. I was like, why are these in silver packages? And I opened them. Why are they fucking waxy? I'm not swallowing this because they literally didn't tell me what the fuck they gave me, or they did, and I just was like, I don't know what a suppository is, but all I know is for all the effort it took to swallow that son of a bitch, I could have shoved it up my ass for all the good it did. I had to get
This
that
ain't
joke
working
in.
at
That was a
all.
classic.
Oh,
I don't feel nothing except my stomach's fucking killing me. My suppository.
Yeah.
I don't know what brand that is, but
yeah,
very crazy.
I'm trying it. Yeah.
Aspirin, get the fuck out of here.
Now my back, my fucking back's been hurting since I got out of the service, so my back's been fucked up for years. But that's how it was. You were talking about that. I woke up this morning and I just turned on the TV, turned on my news, watched my little bit of news, and I was, going through some shit, and I was just like,
I was going through some shit, man.
I was like, where the fuck did my life go? My God, Jesus, man.
I used to be able to do shit.
I used to be able to run and skip and dance all day.
Get out of bed, fucking Van Damme split.
Yeah. And now it's like I roll out of bed and it sounds like an AK-47 going off.
What the fuck is cracking?
Yeah.
My kids, man. My kids. Hunter gets out of bed. It's like, I'm like, fucking, what's up, Snack Crackle Pop? 27. Damn. You sound like you're 80.
Like, he needs to get some vitamin D.
Shit, yeah.
The kid needs to get in the sun.
He's a vampire, bro. He gets off work at like 12. He comes home and he's up drink. He's a fucking. I'm sure it's to help. He's drinking. I was like, you don't need to be drinking all them fucking. I mean, energy drinks in the middle of the fucking night. You don't need that. No,
he's like, but Dad.
He drinks it before he goes to work. But I'm still like, I don't know, man.
But Dad, it's Steven Seagal. I gotta drink it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Do
you like blueberries and cigarettes?
No, I don't. None of that sounds. Well, I like blueberries, but not like that. Yeah. How about a nice greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty
ashtray?
Yeah, that's right. It's the Bill. It's the Bill. I was calling him Hicks. There's a comedian who was Bill Hicks, but no, he's Bill Paxton. Yeah. The Bill Paxton. The Bill Paxton energy drink. Oh my God. Dirty. Yeah. That's disgusting.
I got a couple of ideas I was going to throw at you for not the next show, but the show after.
Okay.
But we could talk about it off camera if you want to. So,
like,
I really want to do a tribute
to River Phoenix,
Mr. John Cusack.
To do that. Yeah,
and I wanted to do one. I wanted to do one for Bill Paxton. Yeah, give me one.
Right. Well, like I said, River Phoenix, man, because we lost him way too early. He did a lot of good movies back in the day.
Yeah, we could do.
I like
definitely.
It's so like fucked up how in Stand By Me, that situation, he's the one who, and then in real life, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's
so funny to watch that, and then lately I've been watching a lot of Big Bang Theory. And what's his name? Will Wheaton's on there.
Okay.
He does cameos. Will Wheaton was,
Yeah. I had to think about it for a second because my brain went to that, and then Star Trek, and I'm like, Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Oh, Stand By Me. Duh.
Yeah. Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton.
Rick.
Yeah. Rick. River Phoenix, Bill Paxton, John Cusack.
Spread out over, and do shit in between.
Not all in one show.
Yeah. No. Or not even like one
give
for every
each one their
Sunday
own
for the 3
spotlight.
weeks, but
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing that when you were talking earlier, when you were talking about the growing the YouTube brand and stuff like that, and that was the other thing I was thinking about when I was driving to work. And I was like, okay, we've been doing this for a few months. We started with the podcast. It was a little rough at first. We're starting to find our niche. It's getting is easier. The flow is easier. We're the audio and that stuff. We've worked out a lot of the kinks there.
yeah,
We've got a very small, dedicated fan base because I see that on my the analytics, and it shows how many listens, how many subscribers, everything. So our subscriber base is small, which is fine. If it stays that number forever, I'm fine with it, to tell you the truth. Unless just something just popped out and Francis Ford Coppola heard our podcast and said, "Hey, we want to sponsor you" or something like that. Could happen. We don't know. But as it sits right now, I do the podcast and I do the video podcast with you because you're my friend and I enjoy doing this. And this is like therapy for me.
Yeah.
It's like therapy for me. I go through all of this shit at work, and this past week, which I don't even really want to talk about, was so hectic and I was so stressed that I wasn't sleeping. It was just horrible. But the two things that I look forward to every week is our Sunday episode for that hour that we get to talk, and Wednesday when we do this one. It kind of my Sunday, I'm good until Wednesday, and then we do that one, and then that one sustains me until Sunday again. And it's just like the one thing that I look forward to. So if, like I said, if and I do appreciate all of our listeners and all of our followers, and hopefully they still digging it and they think it's funny or whatever, or they get some information that they maybe didn't know about a movie
turned on to something. I mean, my hope is always to turn people on to something like, oh man, I want Dragon Slayer. What's that shit? And then I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. And watching it. Okay, good. No, finish what your thought was. Go on.
No, I was just saying that helps me. I have today was actually a pretty decent day at work, and like I said, I won't elaborate. I won't go into. We've had a little bit of a regime change up that I had to be involved, and it's always hard when you have to either let somebody go or cut them back, and it's always uncomfortable to have to do that. But being in that position of having to do that, it comes with the title. So it's never easy. But again, it stresses me out. But I look forward to these.
That's why I never step up myself, because I can't deal with it.
Because I get
not like that, man. Not have to get mad.
We get to vent, and people are like, "Yeah, it's like a couple of old men just bitching," and I was like, "Yeah, but you still listen, right?" Well, yeah, we want to hear what you're going to say next, and I was like,
"You guys say some outlandish shit that I wouldn't say in my own life." Like, oh, Jesus.
If you're younger than us, hey, you're looking into the future right now.
This is the future.
Welcome to hell. So, anyways, I'm off my soapbox. Go ahead, tell me what you're going to say.
Elevator to hell, going down.
Yeah.
They were talking about in some of the stuff about. I was lost. It popped up on YouTube when they were talking to the director of Dragon Slayer, and with the current release of the 4K version of it, and just talking about how they said it influenced stuff like, especially the dragons influenced a lot of the newer stuff, like with Game of Thrones. So I'm watching it today for the first time, on the 4K, and I'm hearing stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, influenced? There's like 4 different times they use terms or people's names that are literally in Game of Thrones. Are you fucking kidding me, right? Like the one chick's name is Valerian. I was like, that's the name of the fucking steel that's in the swords and some of the guys. The fucking what? And then the one guy's name was Tyrion. I was like, that's the name of the fucking guy. I was like, they literally ripped them off. Really? George R.R. Martin ripped off names from fucking Dragon Slayer and put it in his fucking Game of Thrones books. Maybe maybe inadvertently, maybe it was just rattling around in his head, but I'm like, God damn, but I guess you could do it.
Dragon Slayer came out before any of the Game of Thrones books. I mean, he started writing them in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
90s. Yeah, apparently
Was
he
it
was in
90s?
television. Yeah, it was late. It was the
Okay.
90s apparently. He's still fucking writing them. Well, technically he's not. That's just pissing off the fans. He's supposed to be doing like 7 books and he's only written 5. He supposedly has a 7th book that he's written or pretty
Yeah.
much written. But and apparently that book's supposed to, from what I've read about, which is supposed to come out like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's been writing that for 5 years. So that book's taken 10 years to come to fruition. And he's supposed to do 8. And he's not a spring chicken. I thought it was
Yeah.
funny. I wanted to watch this thing where they literally had him on a stage, him and Stephen King having a conversation. And the funniest thing he asked Stephen King was, "How do you write so fast?" And Stephen King's like,
Yeah.
"I'm Stephen King."
Yeah.
They like, George, you need to get the either that. You better write shit down because if you get a bucket, somebody's gonna have to finish this off, man. People are not gonna be
Yeah.
happy about investing 40 years into a book series that doesn't end. Not you know.
Yeah, he kicks the bucket, somebody
Nobody.
comes in, takes over, and they're like, I don't understand the dance scene at the very end, but we're
What does
gonna
that have
go
to
with
do with
it.
anything?
Yeah.
The funniest part is
Oh,
people told me who read the book say that, because obviously to sell, it's funny. The whole concept of the sex sells things is that I noticed that started to become a big trend, especially like on on FX.
yeah.
I guess I want to say early 2000s, because I remember that was the big thing, like The Shield, Rescue Me. If you watch some of
Yeah.
those shows in the earlier few seasons, there's a lot of fucking going on. And,
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's soft, extreme softcore, but enough that, if you're like, me, you can get
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. But if you follow these shows on the trajectory, it's only in the Game of Thrones did the same thing. The first few seasons, there was, every couple
Yeah.
of scenes, I was like, I can't watch this with my fucking kids because there's so much. I'd have to go, okay, I'm gonna go to the back. Like even now, I watch. I don't know why. I was as a kid, I was like, I don't know if anyone says, no, I can sit with my kids or I can sit with my mom, dad, and watch something, and then people start fucking. Yeah, it's movies. It's not real, but it's still like I'm like.
Uncomfortable, man.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I just don't
Yeah.
like it. So now, like, I show my kids stuff, and I'm like, even if it's like, okay, there's just going to be this titty scene, I'm still like, I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom, and I don't know if the kids are like, yeah, it must be some kind of shit coming up here. Dad doesn't want to be around us while he's watching. But if not, they're privy to it now. Because I remember the first time I went to see a rated R movie that I can recall, big time for me because I was so jacked, excited because it had to have been. Anyway, long story short, my mom, I think is when they started going, you can't just say, this is my son. I'm his parent. Here's some ID. He's going to watch Friday the 13th, part 6. They're like, no,
Yeah.
you have to go with him. Then they started
Yeah.
doing that shit with the parent. You had to be, the word accompany came along
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
So because I remember telling you, I saw Nightmare on Elm Street 3 twice
Yeah.
with a buddy of mine. He wasn't older than me. He was actually younger than me. But we were both, I guess, we were both, I don't know, we were 17, 18, I don't know. Definitely not 18. No, definitely 16 or 17, but my mom gave permission and it was what it was. I think the second time we went and we bought tickets to the other movie and then snuck in, but whatever. But I remember the first time I went to see a movie. I went to see Friday the 13th and an afternoon showing, and that was that part 6. And I don't know if you remember Jason Lives. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Did you ever
I
see
remember.
that?
I've seen them all. Yeah.
The fuck scene in the RV where the girl's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it till the song dies," and you're like, "Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!" I was like, I did
And it
the
was
thing where you were
free
talking
bird.
about like this. You're like, I was like corner eyeballing it, but kind of
Yeah.
like, don't get a fucking hard on. This is
Yeah.
weird. I remember my mom took me to see Cocktail, and there's fucking in that too. There's
Yeah.
like a pretty rough, pretty scene, not rough, but there was a scene in that. And also, when I was very young, I wanted to see, not knowing. I remember went to the drive-in. It was my mom. I don't know who else was with her. I swear it was my mom and somebody else and me. Went to see Police Academy, and that's got
Yeah.
nudity in it. There's no
Yeah.
sex, no real sex in it, but it's nudity.
It's
So
just
I had to
in
cover
the
my
shower.
eyes.
Yeah. The shower
Yeah.
scene.
But the next movie, which they stayed to watch, was Risky Business.
Oh,
So
and
that
they're
was
sitting there,
like
they're banging on the train.
boning. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
old Tom Cruise.
Put,
Holy
putting
fuck.
the rails to her.
And
So,
the rails to it. Rebecca De
yeah,
Mornay. Oof,
yeah.
hottie.
That's so funny that you brought that up because I remember as a kid, uh, I was watching. You remember the movie Tough Turf with
Fuck
James
yeah.
Spader?
Yeah.
Okay, you
And
remember
Robert
the
Downey Jr. Remember?
yeah
He
Robert
was in
Downey
that.
Jr. Remember the girl that he ends up winning, and there was a sex scene in it, and she like unbuttons her shirt and pops her breasts out, and
Yeah.
while they're before they have sex. And I was sitting, I had a habit when we watch movies. I'd sit in front of the TV and I'd lay sideways with my hand on my head like this and watch TV. Well,
And
my
his other hand
mom,
down his pants like Al Bundy.
yeah, my mom was
Yeah.
sitting on the couch behind me, and she, we had this thing. If there anything came on that was risque, I was to avert my eyes and look at the ground until my mom would say, "Okay," and then I could look back up. Well, the sex
Look
scene
at the
starts, and I'm
roses.
I'm I'm still just like I'm enthralled. I'm just like, oh my god, oh yeah.
This is so fucking
Next,
great.
my mom doesn't
What
say
are you doing,
anything,
Harry?
nothing. She doesn't say anything. She just casually walks up to me and then sticks her face in my face and goes, "Get a good eyeful." And I was like, uh. It was
Jesus, Harry.
it was uncomfortable, but I was like, God damn it, mom, really? Couldn't you just said, eyes down? But
And then
no,
she
you had to,
whacked his dick.
yeah, she had to fucking, you
That'll
had to
fucking get
bust,
you.
had to bust my balls right there in front of everybody.
Literally.
So
Right in the
yeah,
nutsack. Hot shot.
but
No.
anyways, I
Yeah,
I
get a good
digress.
eyeful. Instead of
Yeah,
saying
get it.
something,
Yeah,
where
instead of just
you
like,
actually say, but really, were you actually going, oh yeah, look at that? Or were you just thinking that? Be honest. I
oh,
think you more like think you were thinking it, right?
I
You
was
weren't out
mouthing it.
loud going,
I was whispering. I was like, yeah, yeah, give it
get her
to her.
panties. What?
Yeah, put the rails to her.
The
But
rails.
when she did that, she was, I just remember that when she was like, "Get a good eye,
Get a
Phil,"
good
and I was
what?
like, "Yeah."
No,
Oh
get
God,
away.
no, no, no. I
No,
was thinking
no,
about the
no.
Bible, Mom. Uh,
Jesus would never
so
approve.
yeah, I was
We don't
thinking
talk about
about the
Jesus.
the 11th commandment: "Thou shalt not pound one out."
Why are you letting me
Oh,
watch this?
I'm going to hell. Anyways, hey, well, I'm thinking about it because we're at the breaker before we. You want to tell the
Breaker
kids real quick where they can find us?
right here on YouTube.
Yeah, right here.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.
That was it. No,
Yep.
you can. We have this is our video podcast, as we mentioned. If you haven't been listening for the whole time, anybody new here, we also do an audio podcast. It's a little bit more formatted to a topic that has to do with retro rewind, 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s TV, movie, music, whatever it may be that we have memories and fondness for. We talk about. You can pick up that same title, BJ's Retro Rewind, on Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Anchor, and also our main hub, which is Spotify, which has all of our episodes, because some of the episodes in the big couple episodes we did in our first 15 had a couple of things that Spotify allows because they pay musical artists and the other ones don't. So Spotify, if you want every single episode, I think we've done over 20 plus episodes thus far. And like I said, you got us here at YouTube. Both of them are the BJ's Retro Rewind, and on Facebook. You can follow us on Facebook. I don't know. I mean, hopefully somebody's posting, because I haven't been doing much of that. Sorry, everybody. On YouTube at BJ's Retro Rewind. And then on we're both on Instagram. We have our own Instagram accounts, which is mine is the underscore Jersey Devils 72 at and that's Instagram. And then Barry, what's the other two that we got?
We got my Instagram, which is Baruch Assault, BARUCH Assault. You can also send us an email to BJ's Retro Rewind at Gmail if you want to ask a question, make a comment, or shoot the shit. So, and of course, our YouTube channel. So, yeah. Hold on, I'm taking
Anything
a
else?
call. Taking a call.
Oh, it's a
Yes.
bat phone.
Yeah. Hold on. Another thing I
Sir,
found at
it's God.
Goodwill,
He said
an
we
old
should have
phone.
girls at the school.
Yeah.
What's that from?
Bet you do what? Say it again one more time. I'm sorry. I was
Hold on.
fucking around with my
What?
phone.
It's Jesus. He says we should have girls at the school.
Damn, you
It's
got me on that one.
it happens at a church. You hear ring, 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 and the guy pops up. He goes, "Hello? Yes. Yeah, hold on a minute. Sir, it's Jesus. He said we should have girls at this school." I forget the name of the school. He says the school's name. And he
It
gets
sounds
his
so
ass handed.
familiar. I can't put my finger on it. What is it?
Dead Poet Society. Remember? The guy
Oh,
does
God
that.
damn it.
He says we should
Jesus.
have girls at the school.
Yeah, you're right. You're
And then
right. I haven't
William,
seen
he gets in
God.
trouble. He gets his ass he gets
Yeah.
he gets the paddle, and then
Yeah.
afterwards he doesn't rat anybody out. And then Williams goes, "It was clever." He goes, "But if you said it was a collect call, then it would have been funny."
I'm sorry.
So
I haven't watched that movie in like
been a
12
while.
or
That's
13
another guy.
years.
That's
Yeah.
another guy we could do a whole episode on. Robin
Oh
Williams.
yeah. I'd love to do Robin Williams.
They brought that one down. You know, they say the other day I was walking and it was so funny because something went. Now, part of it came from the fact that I heard a band. It wasn't the song I was thinking of, but I remember that I was, oh yeah, I know. I was looking at my phone. I was like, oh, I remember this band. They did that music video that was kind of cool and boom, boom, boom. And I was like, but what if you did? And then my brain started thinking, and I came up with a movie idea. And I was like,
Well, okay.
they say you could do so if you do some of your best thinking, just get out and take a walk and shit. And I wasn't even
Yeah.
trying. I wasn't even trying to. I came home, started writing shit down. I'm like, man, this could be very, very feasible. Very feasible. I'm not going to talk about it on air because I don't want anybody to get in their ear and go, oh, we
Yeah.
really can do that before they can. Fuck them. But it's one of those things, but we'll talk off
Well,
air
off
about
camera. Tell me the idea.
it off
So,
camera. Yeah. Yeah.
and then if you want to, flesh it
Cuff.
out, you want to bounce something off me, you can. If we want to start writing something like that, I'll help if you want. Or you want to do it by yourself, that's cool too.
Right now I'm just doing the story. I've done doing the kind of come up with the story right now.
Yeah.
And then
That's fine.
about
That's fine.
fleshing something out.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
But I'm like, this could be cool. This could be fun, man. I think it's something that's
Well, now I'm intrigued.
Kind of been done, but not in this, not in the way the way I was thinking of it. And I keep tweaking things. I keep going back and going, well, what if instead of them being from here, they're from here? And anyway, I'll talk to you about it off camera. But I was really, it's like, I got to write this down. I said, I fucking write this down. And I was like, I got home and I got involved with stuff and I was like, don't forget it. Just if you don't write it down, just fucking don't forget it.
You got to do it.
And I wrote some of it. I didn't write everything down. I probably could have wrote a hell of a lot more, but I was still like, I got enough there that I could still remember other things. So it's enough.
Okay, cool.
So I'm like, this could be fun. This could be cool. I was like, this is great. Maybe this is what's going to help make things happen.
Cool. I want to hear about it. But I will have to say this. I hate to we'll have to cut because my battery is like down to like 3%. And it's
that's not good.
Off.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up. Okay.
I didn't charge my fucking phone when I got home. So
I was worried about mine. Mine's 38%. And I'm like, I bet you I was wondering how long it'll last.
So, all right. So we're going to wrap this up. Thanks everyone for listening to BJ's Retro Rewind on our YouTube channel this week. We do appreciate you guys chiming in. Check us out this weekend, Sunday, for our WWF 80s wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Old school wrestle episode this weekend. And we'll figure something out. Let you know what's going to be coming on the following week. We were just throwing out some ideas again. My name is Barry, and with me always, Mr. Jake. We have enjoyed being your host for the past hour. So tune in for Sunday, for the Sunday show. You want to leave with
turn out, and turn off.
That's right. Yeah. You want to leave them with a parting word or no?
Just get out there, man, and just if you can't love the one you're with, if you can't love the one you want, love the one you're with. I don't know.
That's it.
Sounds like lyrics.
That's it. Yeah.
You
That's the
can't
right
be with the
lyrics.
one you want, then love the one you're with. Something like that.
If,
Spread the love and, down with the hate
yeah.
and the sickness.
Yes.
Life's short,
All
man.
right.
Just fucking live and don't hurt nobody and be loved.
That's right. Love everybody.
Oh, and then
Everybody love
man,
everybody.
check out the trailer for that Bob Marley biopic. That looks pretty fucking cool.
Okay.
That looks cool. It's and also the Wrigley Scott with Joaquin Phoenix Napoleon looks kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good history biopic. So something for
Yeah.
you guys to chew on.
Yeah. Cool.
All right,
All right,
that's
man.
it.
Well, I've enjoyed it. So
Peace.
I will holler at you in a couple of days. So
See ya mañana.
mañana.
Is
All
that
right.
tomorrow? I don't fucking know what
Yeah.
that is. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.